weekend's coming up, I'd like to do a big backyard party, but with a handmade touch.
We will bring the fun, you bring the peeps.
All right, I'm in.
I think I need a moment. It's so delicious. This color is gorgeous. It looks so nice.
I'm in Melody's backyard, and it's go time.
Don't give up! This looks so amazing.
Are the seasons overwhelming you and you're stuck in a holiday rut? Not to worry. Adja is a skilled baker with her very own local bakery shop. Denise is a crafting and sewing expert extraordinaire, and I'm a passionate florist who just wants everyone to enjoy flowers as much as I do. Between the three of us, we'll get you in the mood and give your holiday celebrations a personal handmade touch. One that's unique, crafty, and delicious. Together, we're gonna give you a holiday makeover. Who doesn't like a long weekend to relax, recoup, and refresh? With this holiday around the corner, Melody wants to throw a party in her breathtaking backyard.
So my backyard is one of my favorite places in the world to go. It's usually pretty quiet back here, but also beautiful to look at. So after a really long day at work, which there are many of, I love just coming back here with, a coffee or a beverage and just hanging out, lying back and just enjoying the quiet and just getting to really decompress from my day. So a long weekend's coming up and I've been so busy at work, but I finally have some time off and I really want to do something with all my friends to just reconnect and relax, and I'd love to do it back here because this is my place to relax and I want to share that with my friends and family.
Everybody loves a good long weekend bash. The girls and I are here to help Melody plan her party so that she can get some well-deserved rest.
So Melody, tell us, what are you looking for in your backyard party?
Well, I'm always working. I feel like I never get to see my friends, so I'd really like to just have a fun party, use this space. It's one of my favorite spaces. Just relax and just have a really good time with my friends.
So let's do something fun in this space.
Take advantage of nature. So with flowers, we do something spectacular. And I'm thinking balloons.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah?
Maybe I can take care of a seating area, kind of where people are gonna hang out, but still sophisticated like you're looking for.
I mean, with this heat, we definitely need something to cool us down, right?
Absolutely.
So I think we can do something with ice cream, but still keep it a little bit different, a little bit of fun.
Awesome, and maybe something savory as well, because it's, kind of a picnic, it's lunch kind of thing, so.
I think that there's a way we can sort of bridge the two together.
Ooh.
There will be fun.
Lots of fun. Fun is necessary.
Sophisticated. We will bring the fun. You bring the peeps.
All right, I'm in.
Okay, so why don't you give us some time in the space?
Absolutely,
So we can start planning.
Yeah, go check it out.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is coloring books.
Oh, love it.
All these gorgeous colors already, beautiful shapes. I'm going to work on a seating area, but I want to incorporate, the secret garden, coloring book kind of idea.
Nice, I love it.
And there's so much nature back here, but I feel like I could take it one step further.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe do some kind of a garland that looks like it's coming up out of the ground. Maybe incorporating some balloons.
In keeping with fun, I think some ice cream tacos, maybe?
Ooh.
Yeah. And then for the savory, flip it on its head and maybe do cones, savory cones.
So I love these ideas.
Something sweet and something savory.
Okay, let's do this, girls.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
When the girls and I decided we were going to throw a picnic for the long weekend party, I immediately thought of ice cream. So the ice cream taco is going to be ice cream inside a taco waffle shell. I wish this was more like a sundae. Maybe different flavors of waffle. Ice cream makes me feel like I'm treating myself and having some time for me. It's a perfect dessert for summer because it's still a rich but really light indulgence. For the savory, tacos. Tacos? Is that a thing? So in terms of savory, I was thinking of something that would connect or complement the sweet. Cones for the savory and tacos for the sweet. Brilliant. It's gonna be so much fun to look at, to eat, and to play with and create. So I'm gonna make the ice cream now. We're gonna do vanilla and chocolate, but we'll start with the same base. Making ice cream is pretty easy to do. What I'll do is I'll first make a custard, and then whip the cream. And then once the custard cools, I'll fold the two together and then freeze it. I'm gonna take some of the cream into the vanilla and just fold that in. There's the vanilla done, and then the chocolate. It's like gorgeous ribbons of chocolate. I like to leave a bit of the streaks in because then you get a little bit of a hit of chocolate here and there. I could just eat this right now, but I won't because it's other people's food. Pack these up and get these into the freezer. It's super simple to make taco waffle shells. Most of the difficulty is in just saying the name. I'm making a couple different kinds of taco waffle shells: vanilla, chocolate, and red velvet. The process for making taco waffle shells is we make batter, and then that batter goes into a waffle maker, and then it gets shaped into a taco shell. Okay, red velvet. Nice one. Hot hands. This whole process is pretty amazing. Okay, so this is where I get to play. I'm gonna brush the inside of the waffle taco shells with some dark chocolate, which will do two things. It'll strengthen the shell a little bit, but it'll also mean that the ice cream won't melt right into the shell. It'll have a barrier between the shell and the ice cream. Oh, the taco waffle shells are going to blow everyone's mind. So much fun to eat once they see those things come out. Done. Okay, so then we're going to take the waffle taco shells and dip them in the chocolate and then dip them in our toppings. Because I'm a kind soul, I'm going to test one of these just to make sure that it's up to the standard of a long weekend picnic. I don't even know how to attack this. Oh. It's so delicious. It was like an out-of-body experience. I think you guys should leave. I think I need a moment alone.
I'm starting to make my flower garland for the balloons. The question will be, how heavy is it?
I'm creating some patterns. I'm going to do it on my computer. I have something in mind. Voila, super cute.
Melody is celebrating the long weekend this year by throwing a garden party for her friends. The girls and I want to help her create a glam picnic with sweet and savory treats, homemade crafts, and whimsical decor that will help her unwind and have some fun.
There's no better time of year than summertime for flowers, because all of the gardens are just popping with all of my most favorite flowers, really. So summer is awesome as a florist. For Melody's long weekend picnic, I'm making beautiful balloon floral garlands, and they'll sort of be placed throughout the yard. I like this decor element because it's marrying my love of flowers, the lightheartedness of balloons. It's a great mix of fun and pretty things. I'm starting to make my flower garland for the balloons. I've got with me Italian ruscus, Israeli ruscus, and I'm just gonna start piecing it together. That greenery is good because it doesn't need a water source. Even if it's hot and the sun is beating down on it, it'll stay lush and beautiful. The first thing I'm gonna do is start building the greenery garland, get a certain length going, and then test it out on my helium balloon and see what the weight to helium ratio is. Okay, so I'm layering the greenery as I go. I wanna end up with 10 feet. For my flowers, I wanna use carnations, mums, some roses, essentially anything that won't flop in the hot summer sun. So I'm working with the way the vines grow in nature, as opposed to putting them upright and fighting against gravity. The question will be, how heavy is it? When I get my flowers on, hopefully it doesn't pull it down so much that the balloon is on the ground. Beautiful balloon, swaying in the breeze.
All right, so I'm in charge of the seating area. I want to do something that's interactive. So the other thing I've been thinking about a lot these days is coloring books, because they're just everywhere. And I love the idea of having guests color because it gives them something to do, something to talk about. Maybe I can create coloring pages, put them on the table. I think I like that. And then the table itself becomes a memory of the day. For Melody's Long Weekend Picnic, I'm making a coloring table. It's kind of my twist on a picnic table. It's going to be more sophisticated, lower to the ground, people can sit around it, and then there are coloring designs on it, so people will be able to get hands-on and color. I'll start by taking a table, painting it out, and attaching short legs so that it's nice and low to the ground. And then creating my own coloring designs. Once I'm done that, I'm decoupaging the designs directly onto the table and then sealing it up, and that's it, we're good to go. All right, I'm all set to paint. So I've picked up some chalk paint. That way I don't have to prime the table, I don't have to sand it. I'm just going to paint directly on. This color is gorgeous. I love how muted it is. All done, now this just has to dry. It looks so nice. All right, I'm creating some patterns. I'm going to do it on my computer. I have something in mind. I'm thinking just basic shapes. I want to start off with some really simple florals, outdoor nature type stuff. I think it's great to be able to make your own designs. Of course, you could cut them out from a coloring book, you could hand sketch them, or if you have the skills, you could use the computer to make them. I am loving these. I'm gonna print them off and trim them down. I did lots of variety in size because I think that will make my overall layout on the table look even better. Voila, super cute. All right, crafters, time to decoupage.
I'm gonna make the top owns now.
I have to go back to the drawing board, and I need to do it on site because now I need to get this done. It's the day before the big backyard party, and while Melody is expecting something spectacular, the projects still have a long way to go.
I found a table that was a perfect size, but I couldn't use the regular legs, so I did some digging and hunted around and was able to find some short legs, and they look perfect. There we go, all set. I'm ready to flip this over and put the coloring designs on. I'm hoping that when people see the table and sit down at the table, they will instantly grab a marker and start coloring. I think that once you see a coloring book and it's put in front of you, you can't help but fill it in. I've got the patterns. They are all cut out, and now I'm ready to place them on the table. I want to come up with something that is beautiful, that will make sure everyone interacts, and I just want to space them out in a decorative way, maybe clusters, I'm thinking. Now I'm ready to decoupage them on. Decoupage is a crafting technique where you take little bits of paper and you put them onto objects. So you're using a specific paste that acts as a glue and a sealant. All right, crafters, time to decoupage. It's a very easy technique and anyone can decoupage. You just have to be extra careful. And I definitely recommend using a thicker cardstock so that the paper doesn't get all wrinkly. And then use lots of layers on top because that way you've got a good seal. So I do one coat on the table underneath and then one coat over top to keep it on. I'm putting a layer on the table too, because eventually I'll cover the entire table just to act as a seal for the paint as well. Everything is sealed and not going anywhere.
I'm gonna make the tacones now. A tacone is a corn tortilla that's been pressed in a waffle maker. Instead of fried and shaped like a taco shell, it's shaped like a ice cream cone. I will show you. Basically just let it do its thing. And then, once it's ready, Freddy, you do this, and then just hold it here for a second, and let's let it set in here. And pinch the bottom a wee bit. The tacone is gonna be filled with veggies, like regular taco toppings. I'm gonna do some fun sauces, sort of to mimic the caramel or chocolate sauce that you get on a ice cream sundae. So maybe a cheese sauce, maybe a guacamole sauce, and then some delicious meat. I'm gonna put some melted cheese
in the bottom there to hold all the delicious juices. So I've got some peppered salt here, and sort of stick the cheese onto the edge. We'll torch this, and then we'll just dip the cheese in the salt. So we'll pack them up like this, and then all the toppings and stuff will go on over at Melody's. I'm feeling pretty accomplished with what I've made. Those taco shells and tacos, like they were just interesting and a bit of a nice challenge to make in terms of making something a little bit on the creative side. It's pretty much gonna be a feast for the eyes.
It's time to blow up some balloons. I think it's important to note, I might have a slight phobia of balloons. I don't like popping balloons. Let's just put that out there. We're gonna start with the little guy, just to get comfortable. We're just gonna turn it on a little bit. All right, okay. Let's just start with that. I think we need to test the helium and make sure that it's working.
I think it's working. Hello, testing. You're watching Holiday Makeover.
It's time to start filling up this 24-inch balloon. This balloon was a challenge, to say the least. First getting it filled, then getting it tied. Just want to attach the garland and get on with it. Let's just see. I'll hide my mechanics here with a flower eventually, but for right now, I'm just testing that this will hold. 1, 2, 3. So I've attached my floral garland to my balloon, and it's not staying up. So the ratio is off. There's too much weight. That's better. I have to go back to the drawing board. I need to find a lighter product. The greenery I've chosen is too heavy. And I need to do it on site because now I need to get this done. What didn't happen back at the store? I'm in Melody's backyard and it's go time.
Don't give up! This looks so amazing.
We're just hours away from Melody's long weekend picnic, and while the other girls are ready to party, I found myself in a floating flower balloon crisis. It's my worst nightmare. What didn't happen back at the store? Turns out garland, wire, flowers are heavier than the helium balloon itself. Just gotta keep going. I'm in Melody's backyard, and it's go time. I have to make a number of flower garlands. I realized the solution would be to introduce the garden stake, and this will essentially keep the balloon up, and we're gonna cheat it and make it look like it's floating. Okay, this is looking better. Everything in the end has exceeded my expectations. The balloons look beautiful. The greens are perfect. The stakes we used to cheat it are working perfectly. Everything looks gorgeous. I'm excited. Melody asked us to help her throw a long weekend picnic so that she could reconnect with her friends and get a well-deserved break from her busy work schedule. She wanted something fun yet sophisticated and used her backyard space to create a glam party with delicious treats, crafty ideas, and beautiful floral decor. We really hope she loves her handmade picnic.
This looks so amazing. Better than I could have imagined. This is so good. And I love the seating with those tables. It's so perfect. Like, it's picnicky, but also so still sophisticated. Yeah.
Denise created a fun spin on the classic picnic table. She built low tables and painted them a vibrant coral, which popped in Melody's beautiful backyard. For a fun twist, Denise used decoupage to decorate the tables with coloring patterns she made herself. Guests could be entertained while eating and interacting with one another.
Are those tacos? Or
Yeah.
are those...
Ice cream tacos.
Adjo made a savory and sweet table. For the sweet table, Adjoa created ice cream tacos. She made delicious red velvet, vanilla, and chocolate waffle taco shells to scoop her homemade chocolate and vanilla ice cream in. For the savory table, Adjoa mimicked the sweet table and created cones made out of tortilla shells to hold taco filling. She melted cheese and rimmed the tacos with salt, coriander, and chili lime.
I cannot wait to get into those. And the balloons, like they're everywhere.
I crafted a whimsical balloon floral garland that danced and swayed magically in Melody's backyard. I anchored the large round balloons with a floral garland made of chrysanthemums, carnations, and other beautiful flowers that were intertwined by leafy greens and vines from top to bottom.
I think everyone is going to have such a good time. You guys you set it up. Like, we can't not have a good time tonight. Amazing! Thank you so much. This is perfect. So perfect.
You ready to party?
Ready to party.
Get in there.
You guys coming with me?
Yeah.
All right.
This one I was actually really worried about. The balloons add life and buoyancy to an already beautiful party.
Oh, everything went so well. It just looks incredible back here, and I love the way the table turned out. It's just so colorful and so inviting.
Melody loved everything. The flowers, the setup, the table, everything looked gorgeous. And I think her friends had an amazing time.
My long weekend picnic was fantastic. I was so happy with everything the girls did. It turned out to be just such a great time. I already love this space so much, and they just made it pop and made it so fantastic to be back here.
Cheers!